Okay, today I'm going to go through all of my generals. Now I've got 31, so it might take a while. I'm going to start with the tank generals, and then I'll go on to the artillery generals, then the infantry ones, then the naval ones. I've got a few air force ones which are also mixed in with being economic generals, and then we've got a anomaly at the end. Okay, so to kick things off, I've got Manstein. Now, a lot of people are against spending money on the game. If you're going to buy a general in the game, I would say that Manstein is possibly the best one to get. He is insanely powerful. I'm not sure who the best of these four are just yet, but I'm using Manstein as my main guy. I've got level 4 ribbons on him. He's the only one who has all level 4s. I'm using inspiration and plain fighting. I can make a video where I explain my choices if you really want, but I'm just going to tell you that's what they are without much explanation. Some of the people like to use a lot of rumour on their tank generals. I used to use rumour back in the day when I would do my campaign videos, but I've changed what I do now. I use plain fighting and I use inspiration on most. On Manstein, I'm using the cross medal. This comes in handy with the critical attack. The excellence medal, which this is definitely the best purchase you can make. Without this, I wouldn't be doing as well as I do. And the Panzer Elite, which just helps his damage a bit. And make sure if you buy any of these generals, you do their biographies, such as the Strategy Genius on Manstein, which makes him way more powerful. I've got Wittmann, who I've got level 5 in all of his. I would recommend buying him. He's got a very good perk here. It's a bit like Kluger if he was a tank general. Level 3s on him, and I'm using the Assault Medal for the Blitzkrieg and the Hero Medal. Some people would debate that they shouldn't really be on Wittmann. I'm using it for now. I've also seen people say that you could put the Panzer Elite on Wittmann. I like for it to all be on Manstein. That's just my opinion. Then Abrams. Now I've told you already. I'm not sure who the best is out of these lots. So don't go for me because I've put certain things on Manstein and not Wittmann, Abrams, or Guderian. It's just my personal preference. Abrams. I've got these two perks which make him very good. He's another general who, if you're going to buy a general, definitely consider Abrams. To be honest, consider these three heavily. They're three of the best generals in the game. I know I need to improve his movement, I just haven't gotten around to it. But I am using a level 3, and a level 4, but for mobility, to make up for the fact that I haven't done his movement. Not running any medals on him at the moment. There's not much I could really do for him apart from giving a pan. If I had to add a medal on him, I'd have to take it off someone else, and I don't really want to do that. Guderian, he's got all level 3 ribbons, and I'm using the Assault Medal, and I'm using the Freedom Medal. Now, the Freedom Medal helps with plain fighting, so if you're using someone with the plain fighting perk, make sure you're adding that medal on. And I'm also using inspiration on him. I used to use rumour on him, and you can also add explosives if you want a different sort of Guderian. I guess it kind of depends on what you're doing. If you're doing Frontier, which I've sacked off because it's probably my least favourite thing about the game, then I would definitely use explosives because it helps that a little bit. Another thing about Guderian you need to do is biography, but the main thing about Guderian is this is the general you have to get if you're not going to spend money on the game. There's no better general than him, which you don't have to spend money on. And at the beginning of the game, you just need to aim towards him, and you also need to aim towards Rommel. I've not upgraded his desert fighting yet, but I've put Panzerleader and Blitzkrieg on him. You could add Rumour if you want, or Inspiration, but I've gone for Blitzkrieg. He's got level 3 ribbons, which make him quite an effective tank general. He's not as good as the rest of them. His Elite Force perk thing from his biography can become useful on occasion, but he's not as good as the others. Using the Legion Medal on him to improve his desert fighting. Then I've got Tolbukin, who has this perk, which is a unique perk to him as a tank general. I'm also using the Freedom Medal on him to improve the plane fighting. I've got level 3 ribbons. He's not a bad general, and plus when you buy him, you also get another general along with him, so it's quite an effective purchase. Bastico, I've got Inspiration on him. Some people would say you should use Blitzkrieg. It's not necessarily wrong, it's just preference. You can use generals for different things. He's got the Retaliation perk, which is really good. If you're playing without wanting to spend real money, you're probably going to have to get this guy eventually, but he does cost a lot of medals to max out. Around 10,000 probably. It's quite a long day. Level 3 ribbons on him. Then I've got Arnim, who, he does cost money, but he is really cheap. I think he's seriously underrated by people. He's just like a slightly worse version of Rommel. He's got good tank perks, desert fighting's, it's okay. I've given him 2 level 3 ribbons and a level 2 ribbon, and he's also got the Legion medal to help with his desert fighting. Then we get onto the weakest of the generals, Katsukov and Pavlov. Katsukov's not too terrible. He's got some okay perks for survivability with these two. And I gave him these just to see if he could do a bit of damage maybe. I think you could add Rumour to him and maybe Inspiration if you're just trying to put him down on a city and make him survive. I would not recommend using him as an infantry general. I think that's just the wrong approach with him. Giving him a level 3, a level 2 and a level 1. And no medals. And then finally we've got Pavlov, who is the weakest of the tank generals, but he's a free person. I didn't have to buy him, so I do like him for that reason. I've given him Panzer Leader to give him better damage. It might be better just making him a defensive person, especially when he's also got the big damage in the city, and he might just be better at holding on the city. We'll see. I mean, I can always change it, you know, and I would probably add Blitzkrieg or Rumour. I've got these 3 perks on him. I do not have any medals on Pavlov. Okay, so moving on to artillery generals. Now, I don't know if I could do with more. I think I've got enough. I just need to upgrade them all. They're not all fully upgraded. I've focused a lot on the tanks. I'll show you Zhukov first. I'm going to just come out and say I actually think Zhukov's overrated. There's not really much point in getting him. I just kind of got him because I thought his Elite Force thing was good. I mean, it is good. I don't know. I've got problems with this guy. I'm using Rumour, which might not be the best thing to use. I don't know. I don't really care that much. I could probably make him better. I need to improve his movement, obviously. I've got Inspiration, which I do think is the correct perk to use. I've got all level 3 ribbons, and I'm just using the Empire medal on him to improve his artillery leader. Then there is one of the best generals in the game. Honestly, this guy is insane. I know I need to upgrade his movement, and I know I should upgrade this hold fast perks. It is really good, but he just is insane. He has the best possible perks you could ask for an artillery general. He's got level 3 ribbons, and I've put the Empire medal and the Sun medal on him, and I've also got Artillery Legend, which helps clear out massively with his attack. This guy he's insane. Korenev is the best free-to-play artillery general in the game. I'm using explosives and inspiration. I used to use Rumour. I changed it up though. Level 3 ribbons on him, and I'm also using the Empire medal on him. Yeremenko, and now you get this guy at the same time you buy Tolbukin. So it's quite a good purchase because you get 2 in 1, and I actually think he's quite a good general. He's got okay perks, really. I mean, I wish he was a 6-star rather than a 5, but no, he's got good good perks for an artillery general. He's got 2 level 3 ribbons and a level 2. I'm not putting any medals on him, and I've not got him to a field marshal yet. A lot of my generals are field marshals. I don't really want to express how long it took to do that, and some of the occasions we've had to buy medals. Williams, now this guy is a purchased general. I'm not sure if he is entirely worth it. I've seen some people, they've made this guy their #1 general. I know I need to improve this, but he has actually got some good stuff. He's got high defense and he gets to attack again, so he's got his own little sort of excellence medal. That's if he kills them. He's got these on him, all level 3s, no medals. He's a not fully healed yet, but no, he is a good general. I don't know if he's worth the money. I think you could probably just go for the cheaper alternatives, as in get Braushish or Nenonen. Now Lieb, I don't think I've got Lieb decently upgraded. I know I need to do his plane fighting, and that'll be something I do eventually upgrade. I just haven't got the medals right now, and I'm saving up my medals for something else. I've given him accuracy, which I think is just the main thing you should give him. He's got 2 level 2s and a level 4 movement ribbon. He is the weakest of my generals, but if you're not going to spend money on the game, just get Lieb, fully upgrade him. He's very important to do. And then we've got the infantry generals now. I think I've got a few too many. 5's quite excessive. Marshall, though, he's amazing. I can't explain it. I'm using a Raider and infantry lead to maximise his damage. He's also got these 3, which are all really effective. I think he's really good. I've got these on him. I've got a level 4 ribbon on him, so his attacks are very powerful. Make sure you do his biography if you do get him. And I've got the Great Soldier on him, the Patriotic Medal and the Knight Medal, which is to improve these, and this is just to improve his attack. Now everyone can get this, you don't have to buy this one, so you may as well upgrade it. As you can see from my medals so far, if you've been paying attention, I don't have the Naval or the Air Force medals. I really do not have time for Frontier. It's the most draining thing to do. And because these ones you have to pay for, you may as well upgrade the Soldier one if you're waiting on the Navy or Air Force one, just to make your main infantry general that bit better. Then you've got Simo Haya, I don't know what his name is properly. He's the Finnish general. He's really good. He does a lot of damage sometimes. It's ridiculous. I think it's because of the fact that he always does a critical attack, and he also reduces the counter attack that they can do. Level 3 ribbons on him, and I'm using the Patriotic Medal to improve his Raider. Then you've got 3 free-to-play generals. Yamashita, he's quite an expensive guy, I'll be honest. I don't know if he was really worth it. Using explosives and infantry leader on him, so I've added the Knight Medal to improve his infantry leader. He's got all level 3 ribbons. He is a good general, because I've got 2 paid for ones, he just doesn't compare at all. Higuchi, there was a lot of hype around this guy when he came out. I think he's overrated. This perk doesn't seem to be used as much. I think maybe I should probably improve his health. I think with higher health, this would be better. But no, he's got a decent build on him, and I've given him level 3 ribbons. If you're looking at these ribbons and wondering how I've got them, just know it was a long. I don't want to go into it. It takes a long time to get ribbons. No medals on Higuchi though, and my final one is Runstedt. I've only got him really because he's just so cheap to get. You need to do all the discount missions when you're starting up as well. If you want me to do a guide video on generals and builds and how you should begin the game, I can do that. I've just put a Raider and infantry leader on him, and he's got these. Sometimes I'm using him as a combat medic. I'm going to be changing that soon when I get enough medals, and he won't be my combat medic general anymore. Moving on to the Navy generals, just like the infantry ones, I think I've got too many with 5, I don't know. I could probably get rid of some of them. Eisenhower, who I think is my only real life money purchased general, he's not, I don't know if he's the best of the best, but his Elite Force perk does make him a really good one. I could probably do upgrading all of his things, just haven't got round to it. Level 3 ribbons on him as usual, and then I've got the Honor Medal and the Conqueror Medal. These improve the Fleet Leader and the Sailor. I would ignore the fact he's got really good Air Force. You can use him for Air Force if you want, but when his elite force is about better Navy units, I don't know why you wouldn't just use him on a battleship. And I'm using Sailor and Rumour on him. It's just what I like to use. Yamaguchi, who I think is the best Navy gen in the game because of this perk. This guy is definitely worth getting. He's better than Durit. He's better than most of them, really. I've got Sailor and Fleet Leader on him. Level 3 ribbons, and I'm using the Conqueror Medal to improve his Sailor. The Sailor is basically like Crossfire, but in the ocean. And then Durit. Now, I reckon I'm keeping him. I could get rid of him because I don't necessarily need him, but I reckon they might give him a biography one day, so he's kind of just sticking around for that. And he also is a good general anyways. He doesn't do as much damage as the others, but he holds his own. He's got some decent ribbons, and he's got the Victory Medal. I haven't got the best ribbons for my Navy gens. I haven't really done much of the war zones to try and get them. Darlan, you get this guy by just doing a lot of the conquests. It takes time to get Darlan. He's got this leadership perk, which can help massively if you just put a load of Navy units around him and attack people. Using Sailor on him, and I've put the Revolution Medal on just because it had to be on someone and it's not really being used. So yeah, he gets a bit extra health. Level 3, a level 2 and a level 4. I just have this lying around, so I thought I'd give it to him so that he's moving. Now, Horton, I think he's one of the most disrespected generals in the game for the fact that, I don't know, he's free and he looks a bit weird, but he is genuinely one of the best options there is for a Navy general. He's free and these are all good perks, and you can add something like Sailor or Rumour and he's actually just a good Navy general. He's definitely worth getting. I've only got level 1s on him and a level 2 movement. I've not really got the best ribbons for him, unfortunately. But no, Horton don't underestimate him. He's really worth getting and upgrading. Now, this is probably the weakest part of my generals. I know Richtofen is not the best option for Air Force, but at the time when I got him, this was very useful for conquest, and the amount of times I've had to use Richtofen to kill people like Kluger on the Gustav I've used him so many times for that. I'm probably going to get the Spatz and Eichelberger combo when it comes into the shop, but it's not been in the shop for a long time now. And I'll probably use Spatz as my main guy. Using these on him, I put him on infantry units a bit. Sometimes I put him on like a little car, so I probably should add a movement ribbon on, but I haven't yet. Using the Honor Medal for the Air Force Leader and the Purple Star Medal. He is good, I think there might be better, but he's doing the job for now. There is Chanel, I don't know how you say this guy's name. I'm using him primarily as an economic general. A lot of people don't really bother with economic generals. You're doing the game wrong if you're not interested in economic stuff there. It's really important for conquest. And you can even use him in missions as well, and even campaigns. I'm using a level 3 Air Force ribbon. I'll just put that so he takes a bit less damage. Purple Star, this is really good for him because it's improving 2 perks at once. The Golden Star Medal for his economic expert, and the Silver Star Medal to improve his technology. Now, you don't have to make him an economic general. You can definitely use him for Air Force. He'd be really good. Not necessarily for opening up cities, but for helping other units like tanks and stuff attacking people, because of the fact that he can make them not be able to counter-attack, which is insanely powerful. He's also got 6-star Air Force if you upgrade it. and he's already got an Air Force leader, so he is a really good air gen. I'm just not using him for that. You could also use Dowding. I'm just using him for technology and economics because you struggle at the start of the game to get a lot of that. And to help do that, I'm using these two medals. I've just put these on him. I might one day convert him back to being an air gen just so he's a backup. Tito, looks might be deceiving, but he's actually the best general in the game. This economic expert is more useful than you'd think, honestly. Getting an extra, is it 50 money a turn when you have the medal on him? If you're going to get Tito and you want to add a medal to him, then add the Golden Star medal. It'll just massively improve your economy. Aside from that, I wouldn't bother upgrading these. Just literally improve that for Tito if you're going to get him. And finally, this might be quite a weird thing for a lot of you to see. You don't really see him in videos because he's not ready yet, but I think this guy might become my combat medic. Now, I know he's got no movement. I've given him a ribbon for that, so it should do fine. But I just quite like the fact that he's got crowd tactics and that he's cheap as chips. So I think he'll make a good combat medic when I actually do start using him for that. Got the victory medal on him. Now, I don't advise using this for him. You should probably use this on a Navy gen because of the fact it's got Wolfpack. But yeah, and so that's all my generals. And these are all my ribbons that I've got left over. I can do a video on the free-to-play generals, how you should level everything up, like a tutorial on how to just improve in the game in general. I'm not necessarily like saying that my way is right. These are just my builds. I hope you can take something from it, and I hope you liked all my builds. So yeah, thank you for watching.